Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the Next Gen Amolytics. Today I'll be covering week 11 of the NFL. I'll give you guys a few player props that I like on this week. I don't have any touchdown props that I like necessarily, so none of those on this week. Let's get into it. Starting out here, I like Drake London, both his reception and his receiving yards on this week. I have his receptions at a floor of 5+ with a ceiling of 6+, and then I have his receiving yards at a floor of 70+ with a ceiling of 80+. I believe that he gets it done against his Carolina defense. They faced him earlier on in the year. He went 5 for 55, but if you can remember, that was a 30-0 win against Atlanta. Carolina had there, so they got embarrassed that game, and so I feel like they play up this game. He himself has been playing well. Has had 100+ receiving yards in his last 4 out of 5. Didn't against San Fran, in which he went 4 for 42 against them. However, that was on the road. I don't necessarily trust Penix on the road, but I do trust him at home to get the ball against London. Carolina defense themselves, they gave up recently in Week 10, 5 for 104 to Olave, 7 for 91 for Dobbs of Green Bay, 6 for 88 for Shakir of Buffalo. Pickens went 9 for 168 against them. So I think that Atlanta gets the ball to London here. They need to get this win. As I said, they've been on a losing streak as well. So this is a spot for them to get back at home. This is the first home game since Week 6. Can't count last week. They were in Berlin, I think, and then the 2 weeks before that, they were on the road. So this is a return home game for them, and I like London in this spot. And next up here, I got Trey McBride. I like his receptions on this week. I have him at a floor of 6+ with a ceiling of 7+ against his San Fran D that's a loss about all their defensive linemen, so they're not really generating pressure on the quarterback. If you allow Brissett to sit back there and pick you apart, he will, and he's been going to McBride. He's had 9+ targets in all games that Brissett has started. Starting with that Indianapolis game, he's had 11, 13, 9, and 13. And then also Harrison is out on this week, so I see another increase in targets for him. He's covered 6+ in 3 out of the 4 that Brissett has started, and then he's covered the 7+ in 3 out of 4 as well. So I like this at home against this San Fran D. And then lastly here, I have Puka. I like his receptions on this week. I have him at a floor of 6+ with a ceiling of 7+ against the Seattle defense, who has been good. However, I do notice that they give up receptions at times. Olave went for 10 against them. Marvin Harrison went for 6. Puka went for 7. Brian Thomas went for 8. Puka's covered both the 6+ and the 7+ in all but 2 games this year, and I see that continuing at home in what I believe will be a shootout. It'll be neutral, if not negative, game script for LA, and I believe that both these teams just score a lot in this game. Those are my player props on this week. I had Drake London with both his receptions and his receiving yards. I had McBride's receptions, and I had Puka's receptions on this week. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I'll also drop my Discord link in the description below. Check that out if you want to join a community of people who love to talk sports. Have a good one.